Ópersónulegar sagnir, impersonal verbs. Samtal 1. Hvernig líður þér? Hvað segirðu? Ekki gott, ég er svolítið veik. Hvernig líður þér? Mér líður ekki vel. Ég er með höfuðverk og mér er illt í maganum. Æi, greyið þitt. Farðu upp í rúmið. Já, ég ætla að hvíla mig. Mér er svo kalt. Láttu þér batna. Takk. Most of the verbs we've encountered so far have a subject in the nominative case, and indeed that is the case you would normally expect to find the subject in. However, Icelandic also has impersonal verbs. These verbs have a subject in another case, normally the dative, but sometimes the accusative too. In this video, we'll focus on verbs with dative subjects. Hvernig líður þér? How are you feeling? Mér líður illa. I don't feel well. Honum batnar. He's getting better. Mér finnst gaman að synda. I like swimming. So many of these verbs relate to physical feelings, emotions, thoughts, or opinions. The reason these are called impersonal verbs is that they don't change for grammatical person. So the verb form is always the same, no matter the person or number of the subject. So that verb form is the third person singular. So the first example there is að líða, to feel. Mér líður illa. I feel bad or I feel unwell. Þér líður illa. Okkur líður illa. Þeim líður illa. Same form there for all of those different pronouns. Að batna, to get better. Mér batnar, I'm getting better. Þér batnar, you're getting better. Okkur batnar, þeim batnar. This shows just examples with pronouns, but you could equally have a name or you could have a noun in the subject position as well, and that would also be in the dative case. Finnst is a very useful impersonal verb. It's highly versatile. It's the most common way to talk about your likes and dislikes, but it can also be used to give more detailed opinions. It always requires some kind of adjective, so it's not enough to say, for example, mér finnst kaka, to say that you like cake. You have to always have an adjective, so let's have a look at some of these examples. Mér finnst súkkulaði kaka góð. So this literally means something like, I find chocolate cake good, but we would translate it as more like, I like chocolate cake. Mér finnst þorskur ekki góður. I don't like cod. So I find cod not good, if we're translating word for word. Henni finnst þessi bók mjög skemmtileg. She thinks this book is really fun or interesting. Finnst þér þessir bílar ekki ljótir? Do you not think these cars are ugly? So you can see that depending on the adjective that we use, we would translate it in all number of different ways into English. So mér finnst and góð, in the first one there, that kind of forms a meaning which is something akin to I like. And ekki góður is I don't like. But remember, we always have to have some kind of adjective there. So don't just think of it as meaning I like or I don't like it. That's just one of the meanings that it has. You can use it to give much more detailed opinions as well. So as you can see, the verb form is always finnst, no matter what the subject is. Mér finnst, henni finnst, and then finnst þér in the last one. And the object here, so like súkkulaði kaka or þorskur or þessi bók, is in the nominative case, unlike with most other verbs. It's not a true subject grammatically, a true object grammatically, but it does play the role of an object in this sentence. So then the adjective itself has to agree with the noun in gender and number. So súkkulaðikaka is feminine singular and the adjective is in that form. Þorskur is masculine singular. Þessi bók, feminine singular. Skemmtileg, feminine singular. And þessir bílar, masculine plural. So the adjective is again masculine plural, ljótir. Finnst can also be used with verbs or verb phrases, but in that case the adjective comes before the thing being described. And because verbs have no gender, the adjective is always in the neuter singular, unless it's an indeclinable adjective. So mér finnst leiðinlegt að synda is kind of saying like I don't like swimming or I find swimming boring. Henni finnst þægilegt að lesa í stofunni. She finds it comfortable to read in the living room. Finnst þér ekki gaman að elda? Gaman is commonly used with finnst to talk about something you enjoy doing, so note that it is indeclinable, it doesn't have a T on the end. Finnst þér ekki gaman að elda would be something like, don't you enjoy cooking? Finally, we have some adjectives that behave in a similar way to impersonal verbs. Again, many of them relate to a physical feeling, emotion, or opinion. So, for example, mér alltaf kalt eða heitt. I'm always cold or hot. And that's referring only to your sort of temperature. Þér illt í maganum? So this would be something like, does your stomach hurt? But if we translate it literally, it would be like, is to you pain in the stomach? Þér illt í maganum? Honum sama. He doesn't care. Sama is an adjective that means the same. So honum sama, he doesn't care, or it's all the same to him. As these adjectives are impersonal, they lose their gender and number agreement. So they always appear in the neuter singular if they are declinable adjectives. Sometimes adjectives can have a different meaning in their personal and impersonal forms. To talk about feeling hot, for example, we use heitt as an impersonal adjective. However, if you use it in its personal form, heitur, then it means attractive. So hann svo heitur, he's so hot, he's so attractive. Honum svo heitt, he's so hot, he's warm. So watch out there that you're using the correct form of adjectives that describe temperature.